This is the tutorial detailing the features and functionality of the Claim Manager. In this tutorial, you will learn how to use the Claim Manager to create and manage your claims in a methodical, efficient process. That said, medical billing is certainly a skill that requires at least a basic knowledge of the claims process, CPT code modifiers, ICD-9 code ordering, explanation of benefits reconciliation concepts, and insurance company interaction experience that typically requires education and experience to be performed properly. This system greatly enhances those skills, but it does not replace the need for them to be effective. Knowing how to effectively use the Claim Manager is essential to properly bill and receiving payment. I say again, it is imperative that your billing staff understand and utilize this functionality. The Claim Manager is located at the top of the Business tab. The Claims Manager was designed to organize any and all existing claims in your system in order to conduct your billing tasks in a methodical, efficient way. You need to be able to effectively group similar claims together and process them accurately and quickly. Furthermore, your practice needs to be assured that nothing is falling through the cracks or being inadvertently or purposely swept under the carpet for any reason. Let's start by showing you how to adjust the claim search parameters. You can search for all the claims for a specific patient using the same search technique as you do in the search box above the patient queue. Search for a specific payer or insurance company by clicking on the binoculars icon, and search the existing database for specific payers. For multi-practitioner practices, I can search for the claims created under a specific practitioner. Or for those practices with multiple billing providers, I can search by those as well. For practices with multiple offices, you can sort claims by office if you wish. You could, for example, show all pending editing claims for a specific patient in a specific office. I can also search by a date range by setting the beginning search date and the end date for the specific search. And of course, I can use any combination of all these search parameters to really drill down and investigate my claims. After setting my search parameters, there is no need to hit the Enter or Return key. The system starts searching as you continue to set up your search. The search results are displayed below, showing 20 claims per page. The total number of claims found in your specific search is displayed here. The total claim amount is displayed here. This is very handy when trying to determine the importance of a specific search result. The pagination located here lets you move from page to page or skip forward or backward if your search results contain more than 20 claims. The first column is the service date for the claim. This is the date in which the claim lists the service is being conducted. This column can also be reordered based on the date. The column header is a button that, when clicked, reorders the search results from most recent service date to oldest. Click it again, and the order is reversed from oldest to newest. You can add free-form notes to any claim that has been submitted. The star icon directly to the right of the date of service is white if there is no note attached. A red star signifies that a note has been added to this claim. The notes are for internal use only and do not print or send electronically with this claim. To add a note or view an existing note, simply select the star next to the corresponding date of service. Enter your comments. There is a 2,000 character limit, which should be more than enough space for even the most detailed note. And click the Save Notes button. The patient column lists the patient whom the claim is being made for. By clicking on the column header, you can reorder the results. The patient's name in this column is also a link to their patient information screen. Simply select their name to quickly gain access to all of their information, without having to search or navigate away from this screen. This column lists the rendering practitioner and can also be reordered, which is handy for multi-practitioner offices. The claim status is extremely important. This displays where the claim is at in the process of being submitted, reconciled, appealed, canceled, or ultimately closed. We'll talk a lot more about this in a minute. This column lists the date that the claim was actually submitted. If this column lists NA, that is because the claim has not yet been submitted. This column is also sortable. The claim amount is populated once the claim is generated. This is the total amount submitted on the claim. The icons on the far left are the different processes and actions that can be taken for the specific claim, based on the status of the claim. We'll detail the specific icons and the actions by status type after we show you the filters above. The filters located here, starting with All from left to right, and ending in Closed here. The filters are used to organize the claims by status. These filters are essentially the billing staff's workflow. as determined by the priority of the tasks that are completed in each filter. Typically, the billing staff will work every claim in each filter at least daily. Let's take a minute to define all of the filters in the Claim Manager. Selecting the All filter will show all active claims in the system. It doesn't display canceled or closed claims. This first filter is not used very often. The next filter is at the actual start of the billing staff workflow, which is to simply work your filters left to right daily. This is the secret sauce to using the Claim Manager. Simply start with the pending editing filter, complete all claims in that filter, and move to the next. Not only will this ensure a methodical, efficient process, it will maximize time to revenue. Normally, you will select this filter first when starting to work claims. The dates of service listed under the pending editing filter are generally processed into claims and/or invoices for daily submission. If your practice chooses to create the majority of their claims during the checkout process, as detailed in the claim creation tutorial, you will most likely not have many claims listed here. To cancel the claim and not have it sent to the payer, select this icon. To put this claim on hold for processing at a later date, select this icon. For example, if you are waiting for Medicare to recognize your enrollment, you can place all of your Medicare claims on hold until you receive confirmation. All of the claims being sent electronically go through multiple scrubs before making it to the clearinghouse and then the insurance company. Print mail claims are scrubbed by Redpine's internal validators as well. The Fix filter displays claims that have any errors on them for easy fixing and resubmission. Simply edit the claim by selecting the first icon and select the claim error icon to see exactly what the issue is, resolve the problem, and resubmit the claim. If a claim is created and there is no payer ID for the specific insurance company, which is what the clearinghouse uses to identify who the insurance company is, then this claim automatically gets put into the pending print filter for the billing staff to manually submit to the insurance company. Doing so allows the system to track the date the claim was mailed and alert the billing staff if the claim becomes delinquent. Typically, these claims will need to be sent with a copy of the chart note as well. This is very typical of auto insurance payers, workers' comp, and PI cases. You can process the print claims one at a time here by selecting the second icon to display the claim as a HCFA. Medicare claims will be displayed without the form's background, to be printed on the red forms. Yes, that will be very, very rare. More likely, your print claims will display as shown here, to be printed on regular white paper. Typically, when you find yourself having to print and mail a claim, the insurance company will often want a copy of the chart note for that date of service. One method of gaining quick access to the chart note for printing is to simply click on the patient's name. The patient's information screen is displayed. Go to the Episodes and Encounters section. Find the date of service that corresponds to the claim that you printed, and select the icon that allows you to view and print the chart note. Note, we have placed the practitioner's open encounter work list directly under the Claim Manager. This allows the billing staff to double-check and ensure that the practitioner is indeed finished with the documentation before you send it off. After you print the claim, select this icon, and select Printing Mailing is Complete to start the clock that allows the system to track the delinquency status of this claim. See the Batch Printing tutorial to learn how to print and process your print claims, 25 at a time. This will save you a great deal of effort. If the billing staff prints out all of the claims but chooses not to send some of them right away, they may label them as waiting to be mailed until they have all the appropriate items to manually submit the claim, which starts the clock. The Submitted filter holds the claims that have been submitted to the insurance company. This filter will enable you to view how many of your claims have been sent and have not yet either been reconciled in the system or become delinquent. If a claim was submitted in error, you may manually fail the claim so it will show up in the Fix filter, to be edited and sent back to the insurance company. These next three filters, Pending 837, Batched 837, and Submitted 837, are only used if you are in a practice in Virginia, North or South Carolina, and need to submit to an alternate clearinghouse. Ignore these filters if you do not fall into this category. All claims are tracked with an internal timer on them. If a claim is not paid promptly within 3 to 45 days, depending on the submission type, or reconciled into the system via EOB, the claim will have a status of delinquent and automatically be sorted into the delinquent filter. It does this to create an organized work list for the user. Generally, your billing staff needs to call the insurance company to investigate. When reconciling your claims from an EOB, you sometimes mark them as partial payment. See the EOB tutorials for more detail. The reconciling filter organizes the claims that are in the process of being reconciled. Note, the claims will only be in this filter if the EOB that is being reconciled isn't finished and closed. You will learn more about this in the EOB tutorials. When a claim is being reconciled from an EOB, the user may decide to appeal it. They will label the claim as such in the EOB section, and after closing the EOB, the claim will be organized in the Pending Appeal filter for resolution. See the EOB tutorial that covers this topic. Claims that have been taken through the appeals process will be stored in the appealed filter to make sure the changes have gone through, and enable the claim to be properly tracked. Claims that have been placed in the hold status when you are working your pending editing claims are organized in this filter. Since nothing in the system can be deleted, you would choose this filter to see all dates of service that have been canceled. If a date of service is canceled by mistake, the user can send it back to pending editing. Ultimately, you'll want to close all of your claims. These claims literally mean that the office has received all monies for the claim and no further action may be taken on this claim. Therefore, the claim is closed. Choose this filter to view all closed claims.